Hey, it's AP coming to you live from my bedroom. This video took me so long to edit, and it's mostly just because like I'm not a good editor. So anyway, enjoy.
Hey, you mean people. We're kicking that off of me with a little fun painting tutorial. Well, it's less of a tutorial in all honesty as it is more of a paint with me. This is the third in my series that I have decided to call the Sahara collection, where I essentially paint West African and Indian gods and goddesses with a little colorful twist. This one is based off of Durga, which, from my very limited knowledge of all of these things, is a Hindu goddess. So basically, first, I'm going in and challenging myself to shade the highlights first, because honestly, I don't know why I decided to do this. I really just wanted to challenge myself to see if I could work backwards from what I normally do, and I immediately hated it. But you know what? I committed regardless. The moral of the story is to commit. Okay, and then when I got into the second color, I started to get a little frustrated because I had to be super careful about where I was putting everything. And I was just realizing, you know what, maybe I should have just stuck with what I was normally doing, which was to do like my shading first and then go back in with the highlight and the base color. But you know what? Here we are. And to be honest, it worked out. I just really had to trust the process. Look at me, I'm trusting the process. Isn't it amazing how fast I did all this? Really, it's incredible. I should be in Guinness World Record. Anyway, I went ahead and filled in the rest of the body, which, honestly made me feel a lot better because I could kind of see it coming together. But, you just gotta move forward. Please enjoy this smooth jazz while we transition. Do 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 do. So I moved on to using this acrylic round brush. It's a number 8. And essentially what that means is that I literally just grabbed a random paintbrush from the art store that looked like it could work for what I wanted. So don't ask me what it actually does, because I don't know. I am not your all-powerful artistic fairy godmother. And I certainly do not have the brain capacity to sit here and understand exactly what paintbrush I need for every moment. But you know what? It works really great for fine detail. And that's what I did. I basically took it and I used it to get all of the tiny little face details that I wanted that have just that darker shadow. I attempted to have my light source coming from sort of this left corner, top left corner side. Um, but I don't know. I just wanted it to look good. Please look good, please look good, please look good, please look good, please look good. So I went ahead and shaded pretty much everything that I could think of, honestly, which was some underboob, bottom of the arms, really everything. But honestly, I forgot some stuff, which is fine, because this is honestly kind of where the ADHD kicked in. I shaded all of the arms. I got some highlight on them. I really had to number them all because I wanted to ensure that I was keeping track of them and not just repeating multiple arms. But yeah, essentially 5 arms on each side. And I did go ahead and decide which arms, at least I was looking at reference photos to see which arms had what items in them. And look, y'all, I did my best. I did my best. So this was honestly the part that I had been waiting for since I started this painting, which was to do the hair. And honestly, a lot of these colors I just picked as I went. I was not planning to make her orange. I actually originally was thinking something more like a pale pink, but we ended up with orange. And so what goes great with orange? Black. Duh. Ooh, y'all, this part got me so hype. I did her eyes, and immediately it was like, they need to stay white. They need to stay white. Did the earrings, and I was like, great, okay. Now I'm just gonna move in to really paint it. Oh, I used this golden paint, and I'm in love, y'all. It went on like a dream. I'm pretty sure it's their high flow carbon black acrylic. Oh, look at it. It just, it glided effortlessly. I barely had to go back to fill in any like gaps. It was lovely. I loved it. Okay, make fun of me if you want, but I had to use my hand for reference because I sometimes you just forget what a hand looks like. You don't stare at your hands all day and go, you know what, this is perfect for a painting. I legitimately was like, how many creases do I have? I don't even know. Like, where are the knuckles? Where are all of these things? You know what? Use what you have on you. That's all I have to say about this. Okay, so I went in with these lovely gold PenTouch pens. I love them so much. They just give the perfect iridescent shine. Oh my god, you got too excited from me shaking you. No, no, yeah, you stay there. Anyway, besides that, they work great. No, they really do. I just went ahead and shaded in all of these little details because I just really wanted them in particular to stand out. I mean, if you're wearing jewelry, you gotta have jewelry that stands out, you know? Also, do not do what I did and forget that you have smaller sizes of this marker. I got so upset when I put it down because I was like, I should have, I mean, I should have used the smaller ones that I have. Look how many, I have so many of them. So yeah, I used a thinner one, which obviously got me more of the look that I wanted because I wanted it to be this little like dainty, delicate chain going from her nose ring to her ear. So, you know what? We made it work and she still looks good, so I'm okay with that. So I went in and I started sort of outlining her gold crown, which honestly I had no idea what I was going to do on the inside. I just knew I wanted it to have some sort of design, but I didn't want to be too intricate about it just because the moment I start getting too intricate about things, I never stop and there is never an end. And I wanted this painting to have an end. So I just made two big, like, simple outlines that I could do something like that I really liked with. So I, of course, have silver in my PenTouch marker, and I figured it would be a great addition for the little dagger that she carries in one of her arms. So I went ahead and filled that in, which honestly at this point I was like struggling to remember what was in all of her hands, so I had to do some reference picture lookups, and you know what, we figured that out eventually. So I filled all that in. It was super easy, and the nice thing about these markers is that for the most part, they go over paint very well. So if you like ended up drawing something and you're like, shoot, I really wanted to have this iridescent look over it, you can just put it on there. Nothing can stop you. It's lovely. I love it. Really, I do. Highly recommend. The moment that probably not everybody has been waiting for, but I definitely was waiting for, was filling all this in. I loved doing this line work and I loved the way it turned out, but I really wanted like even more. So I was putting a little jewel in the top of her crown because I don't know, I just felt like it was necessary. It turned out it was so necessary. And I know we're all wondering, what paintbrush did you use? What paint? Yeah, I don't know. I got this paint for free. I'm pretty sure it's gouache. I literally just use whatever paints I have on hand because I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. I assumed it would, and it did. And so there you go. That's my very put together, intelligent answer. We've reached the halfway point, and she's looking good so far, but there's still some details we gotta add, okay? Like this trident, which I believe her left hand, like left front hand, usually holds. So I went ahead and just filled that all in with gold. Oh, I was so excited about it. Also, I just love being able to cover things with more shiny, iridescent stuff. It makes my heart very happy. A little tiny background on Durga, and honestly, this is from my limited knowledge of doing my own research and looking at a lot of sources to really learn about this Hindu goddess. As far as I know, she's like mostly associated with like motherhood, strength, a lot of like protection, because I believe Durga originally sort of stands for like, I'm pretty sure it literally means invincible. So in my opinion, that's pretty badass. But yeah, I was like, this seems like a really great inspiration for something like this, and I feel like a lot of people could use all of those things right now. So I went in with this Faber-Castell brush, and this is essentially what I did to get all the details at the very top of her crown, which sadly I I started it and then I was like, you know what? No, I can't do this right now. I've got to work on something else. And I did, but ultimately it's a really great brush. I love it. Yeah, so I moved on to doing like kind of the gold rim around her crown, which honestly I started out with a thin brush because I really wanted to use the smaller, finer gold, but I ran out, you guys. I tried so hard. I tried so hard to get the ink out of it, and I was like, no, it's not working. So I went back to the super thick boy, and he did the job very well. Am I right, ladies? Anyway, I love this brush. I can't rave enough about it. But yeah, I essentially went in and I did every single little petal in here because eventually I was going to go back and fill it all in with red, but I wanted it to have an outline. I didn't want to get messy with it, so this helped me give a really good guideline for what I wanted to do. And guys, this is where I start to thrive in my art. I'm not going to lie. I love line work. I love these tiny little details. But if I don't have a reason to do it, I am not going to sit there and put this much effort into anything else. But I really did enjoy doing this process. I had to maneuver a lot around the painting, which was a little annoying, but like that's just part of the process. But I really enjoyed how this red came out. This gouache, again, I'm gonna have to look up the brand. I'll try and add it in the description of the video later. But it just went on so well. And I love watercolors. I can't give them up. So at least gouache was a nice, like, happy medium between a good, solid, opaque color and water all over my canvas. So I love it. Guys, and this is how she came out. I was so happy. I lost all the videos of me doing the black lines in her background, but I really, really love how it came out. So, you know, if you hate it, that's fine. It turns me on. No, it's not for you then. But bye.